Morning, guys. What's up? Yeah, I noticed I didn't post anything yesterday. It was kind of a crazy day. Couldn't get any sleep. Had to work. Anyway, so I've been thinking a lot lately about changing yourself to suit someone else, which I've done. I've done probably more times than I'd like to admit that as well. And I know I said that the settling video was going to be a course of like 4 or 5 things, but you got to bear with me. I ramble and I go off topic and I'm all over the place all the freaking time. But yeah, so just something that I've done, and I've done so many times that I've basically lost who I am at a sense, and I work every day at trying to figure out exactly who that is. I think I know for the most part. But it's definitely a struggle trying to figure it out, trying to find those pieces of myself that I lost, trying to be what, I thought somebody else wanted me to be, or who somebody else wanted me to be. I did this in multiple relationships now, and it's definitely a struggle. Like I said, if any of you have experienced it, you probably understand exactly what I'm saying. Changing your morals, changing your feelings, your stance on things to suit other people. Not expressing yourself a way that you normally would because you're concerned about, how that's going to affect the relationship, and affect the way that, that other person who, is obviously important to you at the time feels about you. And you do that long enough, you forget who the fuck you are. And I think too many of us give that power to too many people way too fucking often in our lives. Between losing yourself and figuring who the hell you are, when that relationship ends, you basically spend however long it takes you to get back to who you were before that relationship. And, that's a struggle you endure and nobody else has to endure with you. Now, granted, loved ones and people around you who, notice that change and see that, what you're dealing with, to figure it all out again. Of course they experience it in a way because, they may not understand what happened. They may wish that they could help, but they can't, a few different things. But it's rough. It's fucking rough, man. I still have days where, I think about the way I feel about a situation, and for the life of me, I don't fucking know how I feel about certain things, only because it changes so often. And it's something I'm coming to terms with. I've came to terms with a lot of it. That's kind of one of the purposes of these videos and doing all this, is to get to that point, to figure that out, to find out who I am. I know deep down, I know I'm a good person. I know just like everybody else, I have my flaws and my faults. And, sometimes I do let emotions, control my behavior. But I think we all do that. I don't think I'm out of the ordinary with that. I don't think I'm, a 1 in a billion with that. I think for the most part, a lot of us do that, especially when it comes to letting our emotions control us. I know I have a big heart. I know that as much as I can be a pain in the ass sometimes, I know that there's nothing I wouldn't do for anybody, especially the people I care about. So it's, I know those things, but it's just some of the other things that I got to figure out. And I'm getting there, slowly but surely. It's not a rush. It's not a race. We all figure it out. Some of us figure it out earlier. Some of us figure it out later. Some of us figure it out, at the right time. And I think that's what it's coming to. I think I'm slowly figuring out as I'm supposed to. I'm getting older. I'm figuring out life, in general. At least I feel like I am at the moment. Obviously, as we all know, those things can change in a drop of a dime. Sorry for that little stutter there. I don't know what the hell I was doing. But yeah, so I wanted to touch base on that. Don't ever fucking let somebody else and their behavior and their feelings and their position in your life cause you to change who you are. If you're a good fucking person and you know that, fucking stick to that. You know what I mean? Because you don't have to explain yourself to anybody. If you're doing the right thing and you're doing things that benefit other people and benefit yourself, and you're doing, things that are in the long run healthy decisions, you're making healthy decisions, I should say, not doing them, then it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter what anybody else wants, because at the end of the day, if you continue to bend and give yourself and give everything to somebody else for what they want, and you forget what you want, you put yourself on the fucking back burner. And this is what it causes. It causes you to forget who the fuck you are. It causes you to forget how to enjoy life, because you don't even fucking know what you enjoy anymore. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. I promise you that. Like I said, I mean, I'm not a psychiatrist. This isn't one of these things where I'm going to tell you, these are the long-term effects that a study shows, because I don't know that. All I can verify is what I've gone through. And I've put myself in a position enough times to, change who I am and maneuver around somebody else's feelings and somebody else's position in life and what I think that they want, to the point where now, every day I work a little bit harder to figure out who the fuck I am, when right now I should be working on just enjoying life to the most, which I do. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy life. I tell people all the time, I said, I may have issues, and I may go through shit. Depression's a bitch. I won't touch base on that here, though. That's a whole different fucking thing. But for the most part, I love my fucking life. I have a great family. I have great kids. I have people that I know love me without a doubt. I know people enjoy being around me at times. Probably not all the time, because like I said, I can be a fucking pain in the ass. But overall, I love life. You know what I mean? And it's trying to figure out, I want to say, my place. What it is that I'm supposed to do. You know what I mean? My purpose in this life. Trying to figure out who I am, what I'm supposed to do, how I'm supposed to, what I'm supposed to offer this world, offer this life. And I'm hoping that maybe this is a part of it, getting this out here and showing people that, they're not alone in shit. You know what I mean? If you deal with these things and you struggle with things, hopefully you can watch these videos, or if someone struggles with things, they can watch them, and hopefully it helps. I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to give a diagnosis. I'm not trying to give an easy way to fix it. I'm still learning how to fix it. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But yeah, so that's all. I mean, that's really all I wanted to touch about today. But yeah, just don't fucking change. You know what I mean? Don't be anybody other than who you are at your core, because the only person that's going to suffer that, whether early on or down the road, it's going to be you. It's not going to be anybody else. Nobody else is going to have to deal with the shit that you deal with, trying to figure who the hell you are. So, I'll leave you guys on that. I hope that you guys all have a wonderful weekend. I know it's Saturday, at least for the people in PA. I don't know if anybody outside of the state or anywhere else is watching this. It might be, in a different time zone or whatnot. I mean, it's probably still Saturday in the United States, give or take a couple hours. But for the most part, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. Enjoy time with your families and your loved ones. And I love you.